Undergrowth Recon is a 3 mana, 1 colorless, and 2 green enchantment that says, at the beginning of your upkeep, return target land from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Now, this seems to be the big chase card of the set, and I'm not sure how relevant it will truly be in Standard and other 1v1 formats, as it's a little slow, and it falls victim to very common Magic problem where cards are very powerful, but they don't do anything for an entire turn cycle, i.e., you cast this, it gets removed immediately, and you get 0 value from it. If you read between the lines, this card really needs 2 turn cycles to really start applying its value because it triggers on your upkeep, so it's not going to activate till next turn, and the turn that it brings, and the land that it brings into play, it comes into play tapped, so that's not really relevant for that turn either. Now, this is definitely the low end stuff for the card. The high end for this card is essentially with 1 fetch land, and even not a very good fetch land in the graveyard. This card goes until you run out of lands in your deck. It's the equivalent of playing a Rampant Growth or 3 visits every turn, and it being 3 mana means that if you're able to ramp into this on turn 2, and then you're going to start having this engine activated by turn 3, and that means that this card should see play on more casual commander tables. This seems a little bit slow to be relevant in C EDH right now. Value is tricky on this card. Currently, expectations are very high, but also somewhat split because while this card sounds really good and like an easy money card on paper, it does have some comparisons to another thought to be chase card from a somewhat recent set, Bootlegger Stash, from the set Streets of New Capenna. Bootlegger Stash was a $40 card at pre-release and a $25 card at actual release and $11 card by the time the next set came out. The card as of right now is only $5. Now there's some big differences between the two cards, namely the mana value. 6 is a lot larger number than 3. But otherwise, these are both very slow cards. My evaluation is to be cautious, but I believe that the lower mana value and more direct land-based synergy will have this card consistently staying in the $10 to $25 range. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments.